Hello everyone. We are from the environmental science class and I'm Phoebe.
I'm Ivy.
I'm Camelia.
I'm Avesy.
And I'm Olivia. On day 1 in environmental sciences, we did something called culture swapping.
Culture swapping is basically where you take this little swab and you rub it all over your sample, and then you mix it with saline solution, and then you put it onto an agar plate like this one, and then you incubate it for 24 to 48 hours.
And the next day you'll have bacteria! Yay!
We also went on a nature walk,
Where we saw lots of plant and animals, including banana slugs, roly-polies, and centipedes.
we saw plants and fungi like redwoods, raspberry bushes, clovers, and a couple mushrooms.
The forest was very biodiverse and we studied plants, animals, and their habitats. In the end, it was a very eye-opening experience that we all enjoyed. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Ayla.
I'm Tio.
I'm Shauna.
I'm Mackenzie.
And I'm Quinn, and our group is doing Tuesday. We rode a bus to a microscopy lab on Science Hill that day, where we looked at our bacteria cultures under microscopes. Learning how to operate them and being in a real science lab was a new and fun experience.
For me, I chose my glasses. We got our 3-section selection plates, TSA, McConkey, and PEA. TSA is non-selective, McConkey grows gram-negative, and PEA grows gram-positive. TSA was the only one that worked for me, so that's the one I picked. Then we followed gram staining protocol. First, we swabbed our cultured bacteria onto a slide, put saline on top, and let it dry. After it dried, we used different chemicals such as crystal violet and safranin to stain the bacteria. Gram-positive bacteria has a thicker pedoglycan layer, which meant it absorbs more color. This means it turns purple. If gram-negative, this means the peptoglycan layer is thinner and it turns pink.
Later we got to put palm water on slides and got to look through a microscope. We were able to see many microorganisms moving around. The scent was very strong and the whole lab smelled terrible.
In the end, we had some agar left over, and I was able to swab anything of my choice. I chose to swab grass in a gram-negative selective McConkey plate. The cultures that grew were pink and white with the most colonies out of any other agar dishes.
Hello, I'm Melody.
I'm Lenny.
I'm Africa.
And I'm Lynn. On Wednesday, day 3, we learned about climate change by doing 3 hands-on experiments. These experiments were about thermal expansion, the greenhouse gas effect, and ocean acidification. The idea of our thermal expansion experiment was to show that the heat and the sun make the sea level rise. Our water bottles that we used had a pipette that made the water rise up while it was heated. We marked the sea levels periodically, and after about 2 hours, it rose 3 centimeters. This demonstrates that heat and the sun make the sea level rise, and this shows how and why the ocean sea level is slowly rising.
We tested temperature differences in 3 conditions for our greenhouse gas experiment. These conditions were in 3 cups, 2 were covered to conceal heat, and 1 was able to release that heat. We then used a thermometer to see if it was an exothermic or endothermic reaction. This experiment tells us that gases are being trapped in the ozone that is warming our environment.
In the ocean acidification experiment, we used pH indicator with or without baking soda and vinegar. The color will tell us if the environment is acidic or basic. The one with baking soda and vinegar turned pink because of the CO2. This proves that the release of gases is causing rapid acidification of our oceans.
Climate change is a global crisis that negatively impacts ecosystems. From the release of greenhouse gases to the problems of deforestation, climate change is damaging the habitats that species have always been thriving in throughout history. In turn, every second of the day, ice caps are constantly melting and weather patterns are changing rapidly. In turn, humans and animals are affected. From the many experiments we did in environmental science, we have performed many different tests that display how deadly and how drastic climate change can be towards our world. So it is vital that we stand up for what's right before we no longer have the chance to.
Hi, my name is Nola.
I'm Kalia,
I'm Nicole.
I'm Wasal, and I'm Alexandra. Our group is presenting Day 4 on environmental science.
On Day 4 on Thursday, we learned about biodiversity. Biodiversity is when plants and animals adapt and change to survive in their environment. For example, the elephant has big ears to sweat easier.
We also learned that there are different types of scientific methods. There's both experimental and observational. Since we did a lot of experiments, we went out to the meadow and did some observing instead. We drew and wrote in our nature journal and answered prompts. After we were done with that, we took 2 things from the meadow to the classroom.
With the materials we collected, we pressed it into clay and made these clay fossils.
Hi everyone, I'm Maggie.
I'm Valerie.
And this is Annie. And we made an SRD drone, which stands for Search and Rescue Drone. It has a heat sensor on the bottom to track and find bodies laying under debris from earthquakes and other natural disasters. It has a camera to record its progress and lights to light its way, as well as a box of safety provisions on top. This drone was designed to help save people who are in need or trapped in places where dispatch cannot save them for a while. So this drone will come and help them while they are still there, like so.
I'm dying! Oh my gosh, what is this? Oh. The debris is strangling me.
you.
And now, so basically, for the blind and deaf people, when you're deaf, you need something to guide you. Like maybe if you don't, if your GPS has a sound option and you can't really see it. So basically, this will eventually have sensors, and the light will glare like, hold on. Circuitry. So the light should glare, but the circuitry, it like fell off or something. Anyways, if you're blind, then this will be buzzing. So it will send vibrations to you, notifying that you're there. And then we also eventually will have a pulse oximeter, which will basically notify that your pulse is correct. So.
And now the auction begins.
5 cents! 10 cents! 20 cents! 35 cents! $1! Sold!
Hello everyone, we are from the math core class. My name is Cassandra and I'm from the Fremont branch.
My name is Sarah, and I'm from the Chico branch.
So we built the downtown. We have our parking lot, Diamond Hotel, all the workspaces and housing, and the Castle Bluesy Roll Diner.
To build these structures, we used triangular prisms, a pyramid, cubes, and cuboids, as well as an eclipse in the middle of the roundabout.
And my favorite part about this week was learning trigonometry and SOHCAHTOA.
We
which we used to measure the height of trees on Wednesday.
Hello, my name is Kaya and I'm from the Atascadero branch.
Hello, my name is Ad and I'm from the Santa Cruz branch.
We're Team Sunset and together we built City Hall. We have 4 different geometric shapes on our City Hall. The first one is cubes. That consists of the bakery, the cafe, and the courthouse.
There's an octagonal library right over here.
The attorney's office is a triangular prism.
And the subway entrance is a cone.
The decorations that we added were a few trees and a fountain.
We made all of these using geometric nets and using glue to tape them all together, or not glue, tape to tape them all together.
Our favorite thing that we learned was how to do trigonometry.
Thank you, guys.
Good afternoon, Tech Trek parents, campers, and staff. I'm Alexa, and I'm from the Atascadero branch. This week went by so fast, but here are just some of the things that we could fit into this week. On Sunday, we checked into our dorms and got to meet everyone. Monday was our first full day of class, and we made shapes like stars, squares, and pyramids out of yarn. And on Tuesday, we made a weighted die, and we went to the aquarium. And then on Wednesday, we made clinometers to measure trees. Thursday, we watched the movie Flatland and began working on our city. And one thing that I learned this week was trigonometry and the Pythagorean theorem. The lesson that I learned this week was never stop trying. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Nevaeh, and I'm from the Joy branch. Hi, I'm Julia, and I'm from the San Jose branch. We are part of the math core class, and we have learned many things. My experience in the math core class was so fun. Me and Nevaeh made a part of a city, which was entertainment. We made buildings using geometric shapes, such as cylinders, cubes, and pyramids. One of the things that I thought was pretty cool was learning how to measure a tree with a kilometer. This is a kilometer, and when you point it to the top of the tree, the weight on the string tells you the degrees. After, you do a lot of fun calculations to figure out the exact height.
Hi, everyone. My name is Lynn, and I'm from the Hayward-Castro Valley branch.
And I'm Valeria from the Morgantown branch.
And we built the suburbs for our class's GeoMetro city. Our city is made up of mainly cubes, cuboids, and triangular prisms that we tape together for the buildings.
We use what we learned about nets to create this amazing artwork. Our city consists of houses and public buildings such as parking.
It was a long, stressful, and difficult process, but we both enjoyed this project and the class. One major thing we learned this week was that math and shapes are all around us and that we use math for mostly everything. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Julia. And I'm Rita, and we're both from Castro Valley Hayward branch.
This week in our math core class, we learned many interesting things, some such as measuring trees.
We made a kilometer from a protractor, tubing a straw to the middle and tying a string to the straw. The string has a weight at the end and to find the angle of inclination.
We needed to know how far we were from the tree standing. After we measured, we got the line of inclination, and we used the tangent to find the height.
One thing we both learned is persevering through much harder math problems than we're used to. Thank you.
Hello, good evening parents, campers, and staff members. Today we are presenting our part of our city
and I'm from the Gilroy branch.
Hi, I'm Alan, and I'm from the Fremont branch. And this is the art part of our city. And it's called Public Works. So these are some key shapes that we use. I use a cube, I use an octagon, and I use a pentagon. And these are some things we learn. We learn trigonometry, which is measuring trees, and probability. Thank you for your time.
Hello, my name is Ellie. I'm from the Atascadero branch, and this is Brianna. For our part of the city, we did the tourist attraction. First, we started with the aquarium, which is made with 2 rectangles, and for the market, we did 4 cubes. We also have Big Ben, the garden, and zoo. For what we learned is that shapes and different, yeah. So we learned that there's different angles, yeah. Thank you for your time.
And hi, I'm Brianna, and I'm going to be translating it in Spanish for any Spanish-speaking parents. So, yo soy Brianna y soy de la organización de Santa Cruz. Para nuestra parte de este proyecto hicimos turismo. Primero hicimos el acuario y pusimos muchos pescados. Y después tenemos muchos diferentes tipos de tiendas. Y tenemos un Big Ben, que es como un tipo de reloj grande, y un zoológico y un jardín. Durante esta semana aprendimos mucho de figuras y ángulos. Muchas gracias.
Hello, my name is Michaela Weiss, and I am from the Fremont branch. I am a part of Miss Chrissy's math class and learned so much thanks to our amazing Chrissy. My favorite thing that we learned was how to use a protractor, and I think it'll be very useful in the future. This project is called Geometrosity, and we each got a part of the city to work on. This is the business part of the city. We have a mall, a car shop, a hotel, a Costco, 2 banks, two offices, a Target, and a Starbucks.
Hi, I'm Jocelyn, and I will also be translating it in Spanish. Yo soy Jocelyn de la organización de Morgan Hill. Para nuestro proyecto nosotros hicimos la área de negocio. Nosotras creamos las tiendas con papel. Las tiendas que hicimos son Target, Starbucks, oficinas, bancos, un hotel y Costco. Y una tienda para vender carros. Una cosa interesante que aprendimos en nuestra clase de matemáticas fue un transportador. Gracias.
So I don't know if you guys could see, but they were 3D. We're trying to see how you could best see them. And they got special treats if they mentioned at least 3 geometrical shapes or different mathematical terms. And I think they did an awesome job.
Yep.
The other room says they hear better without the microphone, but
I know,
Okay.
We're filming,
So in engineering, we learned how to kind of like make either create things without like a stereotypical kit that you might get at a store, which was just like super cool. First, we learned about circuits and electricity, and then we learned how to make a wire to light a bulb. So here's kind of like an example of how that might work.
Now, don't forget you're on the screen for the people in the other room too, so you need to be able to turn around and show them what's going on. Right here. See this right here? There's a camera right here that's looking at all of you.
So when they form a circle, basically, the electricity can go through all of them.
Mom, Dad, look! I'm electric!
But when the circle is broken, it stops working.
Oh, a circuit! Oh, I forgot.
So yeah, all right.
Hey, Jason.
Yeah. Okay, so when we were building our jiggy bots, we learned that, we learned how to use motors. And so we built one with just a battery, paper clips, and a magnet, and some wire.
Just tape, wire, magnet, and battery, and paper clips.
Yeah, so this is the kind of motor that's powering the jiggy bots. See.
Next, we learned how to build motors, and with the motors, we built jiggy bots. A jiggy bot is a motorized robot that's propelled. Now they will put on a dance party.
Let's bring about 4 or 5 up here, too. Because since your crowd is down there, put some in the back aisle. There's room back there. They're not.
And now for the grand finale, Mrs. Jerry taught us how to make a mousetrap car. It consists of mousetrap, cardboard, and a lot of other supplies to put together. And the springs on the mousetrap create tension so that the car is propelled forward just like a motor would. And now for a demonstration.
Take some of them to the side. You guys got them wound? Remember the camera. So they built these today, just in class today. This is their final build, and wonderful. Let's see it run. But they learned how to MacGyver, and they learned my 1980s STEM superhero. I showed them a lot of video of MacGyver saving the world with his trusty paperclip. But they know how to do a lot with recyclables, and I do a lot of engineering with just recyclables. So they really pulled all the stops out today.